Everyone, this is Isra Youssef. I hope you are all doing fine and you are in your good health. Today we're going to have like a review for what we have been talking about, which is The Last of the Mohicans. We're going to continue talking about it, but I'm going to give you like a review of it. We're going to summarize what we have took previously into this lesson. Actually, you know that we were differentiating between the movie and the book, which is the novel, The Last of the Mohicans, and we have like differentiated between them, between the characters and so on. But here I'm going to like let you understand the story, the plot, the events more. I want you to understand the novel so that you can so that you can differentiate and so on. You can have like a powerful opinion and so on. So this is an English lesson at Finnish Systems Schools for grade 7. The outcomes that I expected for you to have after this lesson is that I expect for you to understand the text, to be able to identify the characters of the novel, of the book which we are having, and to be able to understand the plot, the summary, and the events, and so on. Okay. So, The Last of the Mohicans, it is by James Fenimore Cooper. Okay, he is the author of The Last of the Mohicans. By the way, you should like be familiar with the author or the writer of the novel and so on, because you might have a question in your exam, who wrote The Last of the Mohicans, for example, and you would have like multiple choices, and one of them is going to be James Fenimore Cooper. So you should know who wrote the novel or the book itself. Okay. So it is by James Fenimore Cooper. So we have talked about that they are running like Alice, Cora, and Hawkeye. They were running. They were trying to move from one place to another, and these places they have like a battle between them. They are in a war, so they are trying to move, and they have Magua with them, and they are moving, and we talked about that they had problems when they were like moving. So we're going to continue the events, okay, about the previous lesson. Monroe sends Hawkeye to Fort Edward for reinforcement, but he is captured by the French, who deliver him to Fort Henry without the letter. So Monroe sends Hawkeye to Fort Edward for reinforcement, but he is captured by the French. So the French captures Monroe, who deliver him to Fort Henry without the letter. So without the letter, he had a letter, but the French delivered him without the letter. Howard returns to Colonel Monroe and announces his love for Alice, and Monroe gives his permission for Howard's courtship. The French general Montcalm invites Monroe to a parley and shows him General Whip's letter, in which the British general has refused reinforcement. So here, the British general refused the reinforcements. At this, Monroe agrees to Montcalm's terms that the British soldiers, together with their wounded women and children, must leave the fort and withdraw from the war for 18 months. So actually, he agrees to Montcalm's terms after the general refused reinforcement. Outside the fort, the column of British prisoners is attacked by 2,000 Horan warriors. In the ensuing massacre, Magua kidnaps Cora and Alice, and he leads them toward the Horan village. So here, Magua kidnaps Cora and Alice, and he leads them towards the Horan village, to a village. David Gamut follows. So David Gamut follows him. A canoe chase ensues in which the rescuers reach land before the Horans can kill them and eventually follow Magua to the Horan village. Eventually he follows Magua to the Horan village. Here they find Gamut, earlier spared by the Horan as a harmless madman, who says that Alice is held in this village and Cora is one belonging to the Lenape, which is Delaware. Disguised as a French medicine man, Howard enters the Horan village with Gamut to rescue Alice. Hawkeye and Uncas set out to rescue Cora, and Monroe and Shingahook remain in safety. Uncas is taken prisoner by the Horans and left to starve when he withstands torture, and Howard fails to find Alice. A Horan warrior asks Howard to heal his lunatic wife, and both are stalked by Hawkeye in the guise of a bear. They enter a cave where the woman is kept, and the warrior leaves. Soon after a revelation of his identity to Howard, Hawkeye accompanies him, and Gamut convinces the Horan to allow him and his magical bear, Hawkeye, in disguise, to approach Uncas, and they untie him. Uncas dons the bear disguise. Hawkeye wears Gamut's clothes, and Gamut stays in a corner, mimicking Uncas. Uncas and Hawkeye escape, and the Horan. Uncas and Hawkeye travel to the Delaware village where Cora is held, and where Magua demands the return of his prisoner. Timonand, the sage of Delawares, frees the prisoners, except for Cora, whom he awards to Magua to satisfy laws of hospitality. Timonand gives Magua a 3-hour head. The Delawares vanquish the Horans, but Magua escapes with Cora and 2 other Horans. Uncas, Hawkeye, and Howard pursue them in a fight at the edge of the cliff. Cora, Uncas, and Magua are killed. So Cora, Uncas, Magua are killed. They die. Okay? They got killed. The novel concludes with the lengthy account of the funerals of Uncas and Cora, and Hawkeye reaffirms his friendship with Shingahook. Timonand prophecies the pale faces are masters of earth, and the time of the red men has not yet come again. So this is actually what the novel is about, that the red men has not come. So this is actually the summary. I want you to understand the summary, to understand the novel, to understand the story, the events itself, so that you can figure out what is the problem, what is wrong with this, and so on. So this is actually what I want from you. So if you try to watch a video of a summary for The Last of the Mohicans, I don't know, a short summary, you can read about it, because it's really helpful so that you can understand the story better and so on. So the lesson has ended. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. Please don't forget to do your previous homeworks, because I'm waiting for you to do them so that I can check them. Stay safe. This is your teacher, Isra Yusuf. Bye-bye.